Cruisers, welcome back for another packed edition of the latest breaking stories from the world of cruising. Whether you're planning your next voyage or just love to stay in the loop, there's been no shortage of big headlines making waves across the industry this past week. From dramatic incidents at port to sweeping changes by major cruise lines, the past few days have delivered anything from chaos to corporate strategy and even a capsized luxury yacht filled with influencers. For those sailing soon or keeping an eye on future trends, these updates offer valuable insight into how the industry is evolving in real time. We've seen Royal Caribbean double down on its private island ambitions, Carnival hand out lifetime bans after a terminal brawl, Norovirus outbreaks continue to spark concern aboard multiple ships, and a yacht linked to the Lamborghini name flipped with dozens of social media stars on board. So buckle up because we're diving into the most talked about cruise news stories of the week. Let's get into what's been happening at sea and beyond. Carnival Cruise Line enforced lifetime bans after Brawl. A significant altercation occurred aboard the Carnival Jubilee cruise ship as it was docking in Galveston, Texas, following a long-week Caribbean trip. The brawl erupted during the disembarkation process, with video footage showing multiple passengers pushing past barriers and engaging in physical violence. Security personnel attempted to intervene but struggled to control the situation immediately. The brawl left open suitcases strewn across the terminal and prompted swift action from authorities. Carnival Cruise Line confirmed the incident occurred under the jurisdiction of US Customs and Border Patrol and was handed over to law enforcement. As a consequence, 24 individuals involved in the melee have been placed on Carnival's Do Not Sail list, effectively banning them from future cruises. At least one person was arrested, though specific charges and the cause of the fight have not been disclosed. Influencers rescued after $4 million yacht capsizes. On May the 3rd, 2025, a luxury $4 million Lamborghini Tecnomar yacht capsized off the coast of Miami Beach, stranding over 30 bikini-clad social media influencers. The incident occurred around 5 p.m. near Star Island, a high-end residential area. Despite the dangerous situation, many of the passengers remained lighthearted, filming themselves and rescuing high-end possessions including a MacBook laptop and a $350 bottle of Clase Azul gold tequila. Videos circulated online showing the group in life vests aboard the sinking 63-foot yacht and later being transferred to safety by the US Coast Guard and a Good Samaritan. No injuries were reported and the women were taken to Miami Beach Marina. The cause of the incident and the identity of the yacht owner remain unclear. The Tecnomar is a limited edition vessel with only 11 produced, one of which is reportedly owned by former MMA fighter Conor McGregor. Norovirus outbreaks persist on cruise ships. Even after staff reductions at the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, reports of illness outbreaks on cruise ships continue to be disclosed. Most recently, the Viking Polaris reported a norovirus outbreak affecting 32 individuals over a 9-day voyage. Crew members aboard Viking Polaris have already taken several mitigation measures to restrict any possible spread of the illness. With the CDC being restructured as part of the federal government reorganization and waste reduction, staff involved with the Vessel Sanitation Program (VSP) have been impacted. This has raised concerns about whether or not cruise ships may continue to be monitored or assistance available if outbreak occurs. The release of the report from Viking Polaris may help ease fears that outbreaks might be missed, hidden, or downplayed. Instead, they are continuing to be reported, which gives travelers the ability to stay updated about conditions on any ship they may be booked in the future. Royal Caribbean expands private destinations. Royal Caribbean is doubling down on private destinations to increase profitability. Perfect Day at Coco Cay is set to welcome 3.5 million passengers in 2025, nearly surpassing Carnival's Half Moon Cay, Princess Cay, Grand Turk, and Amber Cove combined. Royal Beach Club Nassau opens this year, giving Royal Caribbean control over part of Paradise Island in the Bahamas. In the Western Caribbean, Royal Caribbean is building Royal Beach Club Cozumel, opening in 2025, Perfect Day at Lelepa, Vanuatu, opening 2026, and Perfect Day Mexico, opening 2027, expected to exceed Coco Cay in passenger volume. This move places Royal Caribbean ahead of Carnival in the Western Caribbean, as Carnival currently lacks major private island offerings in the region. That wraps up another busy and dramatic week in the cruise world. From brawls leading to lifetime bans, to yacht capsizes packed with influencers, to health concerns aboard respected cruise lines, it's clear that cruising remains as unpredictable as ever. Yet even with these challenges, the industry continues to push forward, particularly with Royal Caribbean charting an ambitious course toward Caribbean dominance through strategic investments in private destinations. For passengers, these headlines serve as a reminder of both the excitement and unpredictability that comes with a life at sea. Whether it's knowing your cruise line's code of conduct, staying informed on health advisories, or simply watching how major cruise brands like Royal Caribbean and Carnival continue to evolve, staying up to date helps make your next trip safer, smoother, and more enjoyable. Thanks for sailing through last week's biggest cruise stories with us. Be sure to stay tuned, because with summer around the corner, the next wave of news is never far off. Until next time, safe travels and smooth seas.